Red Brick Productions here with another LEGO video. Today I have the LEGO Minecraft The Nether Portal Ambush set. The set number is 21255. It has 352 pieces, 1 player minifigure, and 4 mobs. And without further ado, let's take a look at those. Taking a look at the build, we have 3 separate biomes. We have the Crimson Forest, a lava lake with the portal, and then a basalt delta, or basalt biome. I don't exactly know the name of it. But taking a look at the Crimson Forest, we have 2 crimson trees, which we've gotten those builds in Legos before. I like that they include this little tiny one and a big one with a vine, which is connected at the base, which is something I haven't seen Lego do. Oh, well, I just kind of exposed one of the play features. We'll get back to that in a second. We also have a little shroom light here, which I believe we've also gotten in sets before. We have a nice little bush there. I think that's some sort of warped fungus thing, or these are the warped fungus. That's some sort of crimson fungus. Over on the back here, though, there was a little bit of a special feature which I wasn't expecting, where if you remove these blocks, there is some ancient debris buried underneath there, which I did not know was there, and that was kind of a cool little build to figure out. Here you can see the back of the portal, which looks pretty good, and you'll see why they have these like teal warped fences, which we'll get to in a second. The lava lake looks good. We have a little bit of a platform there for the player minifigure to stand so they don't fall in. We have like the magma block build, but just the tile version, so it's in the ground. And then the basalt, I really like how this was built, where you have the little lava pool and it spills down. Like, that just reminds me of a basalt biome. And of course we have the magma cubes, which are perfect in here because they can be placed around on all the different jumper tiles. Now, of course, the ghast does have the stand, so this is typically where I place it. However, you could put it over on the tree or anything that has a stud. However, it can be a little hard to get it on here because there's not a lot of space. So typically an isolated pillar or the trees are a good place to put the ghast. Now, the ghast is included with the play feature. Obviously, we saw the play feature of it shooting fireballs out of its mouth, but you can shoot fireballs at the portal. Oh, whoa! That might have been the first time that's actually worked first try. I was gonna complain about it, but that worked really well. So typically I've had issues where the portal doesn't want to fall, but I think now it's working. Let's try to get a better angle for it again. Yeah, see, sometimes it doesn't want to fall, even though I hit it. Maybe I missed those times, but typically it doesn't want to hit it. So I think the best way that I've found it works is if you just kind of loosen it up a little bit and then you aim for it, then it will fall. So maybe I had it already loose, but it's kind of a hit or miss play feature, which kind of sucks because that's like the entire play feature of the set. The portal can be destroyed. But yeah, that's kind of it for the set. The portal blows up, you got some good biomes, and I think the display of this looks really nice actually. But now let's combine it with another set. So in the back of the instructions, which I'll show later, this set is advertised to combine with set 21252, the Armory, I think. It's another set from this wave, and Lego does have the option to combine these sets as they both include a nether portal. Now, there's no official way to connect these. I've seen some people connect it like this, you know, and then you have the portal over here, which works, and for some reason then in this display there will be 2 portals. You could do it where you have both portals lined up. However, because this one does have a lot of extra, there's a lot of extra space in between there, so that can look a little weird. I guess, I don't know, you can mess around with it a little bit, you know, place things like that. You can't really see that, but you know, you can move things around, but there's no official connections. Now, in the Armory set, there are extra things, like there's this little table, so this could probably be placed on these 2, and now they're connected. And then you're also given a chest, so then you can connect the other side to it. You know, there's options to connect it. However, they didn't do a great job with making an easy connection, which, you know, can be a little frustrating for especially some kids. But yeah, I did mention, if you haven't seen my review, I did love this nether portal build right here from the Armory set. Again, I try to give it a lot of love. This is probably the best nether portal design they've ever made because it is so smooth with this, how this just opens, or I guess flips up, and you can put your player minifigures through. And I hope that they continue this design forever. Like, I think this is the perfect nether portal build, and I think they keep this one forever. This one does not follow that design, but I do think that is okay because this one has a play feature of it being able to explode. And now, oh no, you don't have a way to get home and you got to figure out something else. However, I hope for future sets that don't have that sort of play feature, this design stays because this one is awesome. But I do understand where LEGO is coming from with this design. Start off with the star of this set, and that is the new Hoglin. Holy, this is so good. This is so much better than the Hoglin that they had originally, which I do have on hand. And let's bring him in. I mean, look at the difference. Look at that. This one uses gray for the tusks. Like, what is this? How did this even get approved? Like, this is actually awful. And this one is just unbelievable. This is incredible. It's really well made. It still has the same play feature of the pressing down and the little tusks move, which is good. And I think it works well. And I don't think the colors are like too crazy or out of the blue. Great figure. Incredible. So glad that they updated this. This needed an update and clearly is the star of the show. Like, this is so good. And I'm not saying that it's good because this one was so bad that this one is just like slightly better. No, this is like perfect. I don't think they could have done anything better to even include like a play feature in it. That's awesome. Like, it's a great build and I'm so glad we got an updated one from this is just so bad. Like, look at these. Look at these. Which one looks more like a Hoglin? Let's be real here. This one didn't even have like a good hair thing. Like, I don't know. This is just bad. Great. I'm so happy. Next, we have a gas, which we haven't gotten a gas since, man, I want to say 2018. Like, it's been a while. I can't remember the exact day, but I do have that gas on hand with me. It is a very similar build. I think the builds were almost the exact same. I didn't check the instructions, but they're very similar. You can see even the underside is the same. I'll talk about why this is slightly different, like the feet are slightly different, but they both have the same play feature where if you press down on this, it shoots out a fireball. That just got launched out, but you may be wondering, oh, there's still some more space. Well, that's because there's actually 2 fireballs in that mouth of the gas. Now, once you shoot both of them out, you can see that the little Technic pin goes pretty far in, actually, and then reloading them, you just like push one in and then you push the other one in and it's reloaded. It is nice that they have 2 fireballs in there, not just one. However, maybe I would have preferred one if it made this little Technic pin slightly shorter because this does stick out a lot. But you could also use it as like a handle. Well, I didn't really think that through. It just spins around. So I guess you got to put maybe a finger on the side to make sure it doesn't spin around. Now, the other thing they included with this gas is a little stand. It's nothing special. We've seen that piece before, but it just goes on one of the legs. So now you have a stud or an anti-stud to connect to a jumper, which I'll show when we review the set. I'll show you how that looks. But the gas is good. We've gotten this build before, but don't fix what ain't broke. However, one thing I do want to point out with the gas is if we look at the fireball prints, this is the new one. This is the old one. Personally, I don't know if you can see this on screen. The printing is much brighter. Now, I think that means that LEGO has improved with their printing skills and just the clarity of the color and the opacity since the original, which is a nice sign to see. So I'm pretty happy with that. 2 baby magma cubes, which we've gotten a couple of times before. Just a magma print on the player head. These are always great to get into army build. The exclusive figure in the set is the Orc Warrior, I guess. This is pretty cool. We get some nice printing all around the figure. I like the sand green right there. It looks great. And we get some netherite pants, diamonds pickaxe, and an enchanted bow. Great figure. I think that the printing looks nice. And there's even like some silver on the chest, which I hope you can see. It looks really nice. Very cool. And the Orc Warrior, very interesting. I wonder why they called him that. There are no orcs in Minecraft, but cool figure. But now that we've seen all the figures, let's take a look at the set. This set is just the Minecraft box. I don't know. I don't like these. This one's probably better, I guess. I just don't like the non-Minecraft background, like this simplistic background. The back shows some of the play features, but again, it doesn't show the netherite, which is interesting. Tell you how to build the set. And then at the back, they show an ad for all the Minecraft sets. Now, I do have all of these, and I have done a review on all of them except for this one, which I'm doing in a little bit, and this set, which I need to build still. It's just been sitting in my backlog, but we have the piece count. And then there's also, it looks like I skipped it, the page where they show the sets connecting up to, you know, make something cool. Yeah, I mean, it works, it's just not the best. And then, of course, you have the piece count and then the win. For pieces, there's no prints or anything interesting, just some nice color variants. For my final verdict, this is a pretty good set. The minifigures and the mobs are definitely the highlight of the set. Obviously, this being just an incredible upgrade from the previous one. May I bring that back? I mean, it's just insane how this one even got approved. Like, this is atrocious compared to this one. This one is so much better, looks great, and I'm glad LEGO listened to our feedback. I hope we get a baby one, because we had a baby one of this kind of hoglin in the Ruined Portal set. The new minifigure is really great. I love the tools that are appropriate, and the printing is nice, and of course we get a gas, which we haven't gotten in a while. Now, the build is okay. It's not the best thing. It looks nice, but the play features aren't great. I mean, you have the hidden ancient debris, which is kind of cool because they didn't really advertise that anywhere in the set. You have the room or the portal that can break, which it's not the best play feature. You have to kind of loosen it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So, you know, it would have been, I appreciate the thought, but it could have been a little bit better. But overall, I think this set is good. Excuse me. But for $37, it feels a little steep. I would not like to see this at more than, I think it was actually like $38, $39. Like, it's almost $40. And at $40, it's just not worth it. Like, $35 is still, it's better, but it's not the best. I think $30 is perfect for this set. So $40 just felt a little steep. I mean, you do get this, which is pretty big, but I don't know. I think it just should have been slightly cheaper, but it's not the most overpriced set. So if you like what you see here, there are some fun things like the hidden ancient debris that's kind of cool to build. But, you know, you're going to like the set if you like what you see, especially if you want this. I mean, personally, if you want this, just go on Brickset or Bricklink, you know, and buy it off of there. But this is an awesome build, and I would hope that people would want this if they currently have this one, because this one is rough. But yeah, I think it's a pretty good set overall. Overall, I think this is like a 6.7 out of 10. Like, it's okay. It's still not the best Minecraft set they've done, nor the best Nether set, but it is a good army building pack to just get some more Nether mobs, especially that gas. But yeah, that's it for this review. If you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing. And I'd like to hear your guys' thought about the set in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out. Bye.